Hello, it's Lolly, and today I want to show you what I'm planning on doing with this. I had bought this at a thrift store and was fascinated by it. It had recipe cards in it, which were just loose in there, and I took them out. And what I'm thinking is I would like to have this a photo storage box or for Project Life cards or both. And I noticed that there are 6 compartments, and it would be, one thing that could be done would be to use one for every 2 months. So January, February, March, April, like that. For now, I want to go ahead and use the August design team kit for Aunty Vera Scrap and Craft, which is, the theme is on a bear hunt, and very, very cute papers. I love the whole collection. So I have cut some papers up into 4x6 cards, and they fit in here beautifully, but I want tabs on these ones so that I could, you know, someone can write on there what each division is for. But I noticed that if I use my tab punch board, it makes a tab that's 3/4 inch higher than your card. And when I made one and put it in here, the tab was too high. And so what I decided would be the best way to handle that, now it's stuck in there, would be to make the tabs separately. I could actually make the card shorter. Instead of 4 inches tall, it would be like 3 3/4 inches tall, and then have the tab sticking out. But then the card would be too short, and the photos would be sticking up higher than the card. I didn't want that, so I decided to go ahead and make the tabs separately, and then when I glue them on, I just glue them on, and I can glue them lower than they would normally be, because on a regular card they'd be up really high like this, and they fit in here a lot better that way. So to just make the tab without it being on a card, first put this in there, and I do have a video on how to use this tab punch board, and I will give you that link. Just punch there, get this out of the way, and I'm going with the large tabs, so I'm putting that in the large guide. Now normally what we do is we would come over here and we would cut the rest of this off, but instead of that I'm going to cut the tab off. So use my little blade and cut the tab off, and there you have it. Okay, so here's what I've done. I have 12 cards, and they're in sets of 2. So these 2, which is the ice cream truck, would go into one of the slots, 2 with the fox paper, etc. So there's 12 altogether, but 6 themes, if that makes sense. And I cut apart all the words that were in the paper pack because they're really cute, and I just wanted to have them with me so I could cut them up more easily. And this was just a border strip on one. And then there were some cut aparts here, and I got those all prepared and got the ribbons out. Okay, so I decided that the first 2 I want to decorate are these really adorable ones with the bears and foxes on them. So I'm going to set those aside, and I have cut up some of the words from these word strips because I really love them. But I also want to use, I'm sorry, I've got like everything out here. There we go. I wanted to use this die that came in the set on one of the cards. So just a heads up, when you're using these dies, let me show it to you. So this is what their die looks like from Cottage Cut. So all the pieces of the bear are on this one really strong die, which is nice. You don't lose tiny little pieces of dies all over the place. But you can see some of these are really tiny. So what I advise is to have a bowl nearby, and so as you're punching out all the pieces, the bowl can catch them. Otherwise you will lose the nose or ear or something. Another one about this particular die that I didn't realize at first is that these 2 little, let me focus here, these 2 little inner parts of the ears are not the same size. Save yourself some struggle when you're going through that. So first thing I did was I also cut apart, there was some square cut aparts, and I really like this one. I think I am going to stamp this on there. It says, "Take time to enjoy life's simple joys," and that is just a stamp from my stash. But, you know, the whole theme of this kit is bear hunt, but the paper is like weekend adventures or something like that. So I think, and I cut that out, Saturday Shenanigans, and I have a little banner die, and I thought I might do that. Going to use a glue stick right now just to get this one on here. Come on, there we go. I like these Avery glue sticks. They really are a pretty good permanent glue stick. Okay, oops, that doesn't go there, this goes there. And I want to attach this. I'm just going to attach it on the left side. I'm not going to worry about gluing the whole thing because I kind of like, you know, the floppy look to it. And I like to glue a little bit of this part. Let's see. I need to put it down low enough that I can still see the words there that I have going on there. And I like Tim Holtz tiny attacher, so I have this sitting here. And I'm going to give that a little... Oh, it's out of staples! Ah! So I just got my staples for it out. I should show you that. You just flip that over, pull this back, and set some in there. But I got to get them out first, don't I? Find the little red thing and put these in front of it with the points going down. Slowly bring that in. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Okay, tiny attacher to the rescue. There you go, a little demo on loading that up. So there's that. I like these flowers there, and I'm thinking, I always keep some plastic or, you know, resin flowers and pearl bead, half pearls and things like that next to me where I'm working because I use them so much that I thought that these would be kind of cute to put on there for the flowers. And you know what? Au contraire, let's use the ones that came in the kit. I just remembered, yes. It takes me a while to get really familiar with the kit, and look at all these delicious, yummy goodies that came in the kit. So we are bound to find some really fun things here. I see a flower. That one's a little large for this. I think I'll go with that. Maybe a white. I'm flipping them over as I go so I can see what I have here color-wise. Red. I like that blue. I might go with those three right there. They're really cute. So I can use glossy accents. I can use these 6000. I think I will go with the glossy. And I'm just putting these over the flowers that are already there. Oh, that really livened it up. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. This is a little bare here, but I'm bare as in naked. I don't want to put anything here because I want the background of the paper to show through, and you can see my fingers are inky, I'm sorry. I'm also leaving these tabs because that's to be decided for me or whoever is using this to write in there what this set of photos will be about. I'm going to set this aside to dry because of the glossy accents. Okay, this is the second card. And I had this and I wrote, please feed the bear on this sign. And I have the grass already cut out. Very cute. And I noticed the grass has this little hole in there so the sign can go down in the hole. Very, very cute. They thought of everything. Okay, I have the bear done. And I cut out the word adventure from the set. And I got some dark green paper to put behind it. Because I think when you have patterned paper and you try to put something over it, sometimes it gets lost in the shuffle, and I like to have the background paper to show it off more like I did here. I really needed that because this Saturday Shenanigans was getting lost in the busy paper. This helps that to really come forward. I don't know where that's going to go yet, so let's glue that all down there. And I think I might, nah. This is the problem with recording a live bit of working on a project, is that I think things through so much, and when I don't have an audience while I'm doing it, you know, it's a little faster, or you just don't see a lot of my hesitation. So Weekend Adventures, this says Weekend Adventures on both sides. I'm putting these all at different angles because I think it adds a little dimension to it. Okay, now I'm going to glue him on there. I realize that you can't see a whole lot of what I'm doing. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to put him here because I really like the idea of him being closer to the sign. And that is that I only glued this arm on by the shoulder. The hand is not attached because I thought that would be really cute. If I come in later and I think of something else I want to put in his hand, I can slide it in there. And I want to show you something else really cute. He has a little belly button. Okay, so much for that diversion. Now let's glue him on there. Let's give him some generous glue. Oh, and his nose is one of the die cuts, so that you can cut out a little black nose. Oops, I just dropped him. He does not want to go down there. But I was going to tell you that the eyes and mouth, the mouth and eyes are indented. They're kind of embossed into the paper, but it's not dark enough, kind of like the belly button is embossed. So you need to take a black marker to his eyes, and if you want the mouth as well. And I'm wondering if any of these ribbons would be cute across the top for an added dimension. And I'm tearing this box up terribly. Purple does not go with anything I'm doing. The yellow could work, and it has some nice green in it. Could even come across the bottom. It would cover up part of his feet though. This has flowers, but I think that the background is too light and it gets lost here. Happiness and joy, pink. I think I actually might do this. Let's see. Here's what I do. I just kind of lay it on there and see if I like that. You know, and I do. So I like to do this. Take Fabri-Tac. So you get a really nice hold. Oops, and you shouldn't drop your project into it. I'm trying to do the words, so it's not going to matter. No matter how you do it, there's going to be a word cut off. So, and I just tap it into place. And usually by the time I cap my bottle, I find that it's decently dried enough that I can snip off the ends without causing too much problem. Okay. All right. So these will go in my file. This will be in the front because it is very bumpy. You can put photos or journaling cards or Project Life cards behind there. And then you have another tab here, which is nice and flat. And then you can put more cards behind that. So that'll be section 1 on my project. For my next set of dividers, I chose this paper pattern. This one had the fox and flowers on it, and it extended this way. And I like to keep one of them flat to be in the back, and then one of them to, if I'm going to put bumpy embellishments, will be the front tab. And also I made this. This is the stamp from the collection. It is so cute. This is the house mouse, and it's these bears. They're picnicking and eating spaghetti. Isn't that adorable? I colored them in with Copic markers, and I just used this Weekend Adventures. So this one was pretty easy. I just left the fox there, and I have this rubber stamp of boot prints, and I put those there like hiking boots, and I wrote The Great Outdoors and Wander. Those are from the paper collection. They're cut aparts. Love those word strips. I wanted this one for these Jolie's Boutique bear stickers because they're so cute. And a lot of the papers were a little too busy to use these, but this one was perfect because it's just flowers on the bottom. Now, I love this tree, but I'm looking as low as I put it, the branches just might get a little high there. So I'm going to put it right here, I think, so that the branches can go up a little bit up this tab there. Let's try it. And there's still room to write on the tab. Oops, just lost like a leaf from the tree just came off. Very cute sticker set. Very cute. And like I said, one of the leaves just came off, but we'll just put that right back there. So cute. And there's still, wow, the dimension on this, I know, let's see if I can get this to focus really well. The dimension is so cute. And anyway, there's still room to write on that tab. And I'm looking, and so there's leaves that can be falling like that. I think this bear set, it's a bear with a baby cub on the back, and I like the way the rump is up. I think that would be good against the tree here. Right there. And then we've got these two, which will work perfectly right here. See, this one has got leaves that have landed on his head and his paw, so that's good that the leaves are falling down. So this one that I thought had fallen off the tree was actually a separate leaf. I'm just moving that over. And then this one can go over here. And there's one little butterfly, and the detail on this is so incredible. There's even tiny little, the little antennas there. Can you see that? How cute is that? So this, I mean, how easy and how quick was that? And it's gorgeous. Time for the next set. I like this, follow that ice cream truck, and we all scream for ice cream. And I didn't want to cover up the ice cream truck, or that would be kind of useless. I just got this die set from CC Designs, and it's their birthday set, and I really like this. I think it is so cute, and it kind of adds a little touch over there. So I'm thinking, this is my first time using it, and I just put this, I just cut it out and was trying to figure out, I wanted to use it. It was like, how can I use that on there? So I want to put that right across the top there. Okay, and I'm thinking this follow the ice cream truck. I'd like that along the very bottom. I don't have to use the fine point glue for that. I'm still using my Scotch. And these word cut aparts, this is exactly 6 inches wide, which is perfect for the bottom there. But I think what I want to do is stitch on that. So I will be right back after stitching. And there it is. I like that added touch down there. So I have this. It's kind of, you know, white on white. I want to do something to bring that out a little bit. So I'm thinking I should glue this piece of ribbon to it. And maybe put that right there on the edge there, because I want to have this seen. I do have an ice cream cone sticker that I found, and I want to see if that will fit too, like maybe right there. The colors aren't a perfect match, but I think it's such a cute idea. Okay, I'm going to glue this on, and I need to use Fabri-Tac for the part of this that's actually going to, of the ribbon that's going to touch the card instead of the E6, not E6000, the Scotch. And I'll use Scotch on the rest here. If I get that out, there we go. I bought a tape runner I'm not happy with, so I'm back to using my Scotch glue. Okay, we all scream for ice cream. I think I will stick this in there just because I'm itching to use an ice cream cone to really bring that out. So this one, I decided I wanted a fence, and so I have designed a fence in Silhouette Design Studio, and again, it's white and this background's white, so the problem was it was getting washed away. So I kind of used some distress ink on it, and it is the antique linen to kind of age it up a little bit, and then I used some black soot around the very edges, and I accented the holes in the fence. And I'm thinking this does need to pop up a little bit. So I'm going to find my pop-ups. Okay, so I have these itty-bitty squares that I got from Joann's. And let's see if they fit. Ooh, they just fit. Oh my goodness. That's perfect. So this will pop that up. And I'm going to speed the video up here so you don't have to watch me put these on. I have all those on there and peeled off. I'm just going to center this. So this is a design I created, and it's 6 inches long, but of course it could be adjusted in size. Okay, explore the neighborhood. For this time I don't really care if I cover up the ice cream truck because it's not crucial to my success here. So I'm going to glue this and just tuck it in a little bit behind the fence, just for some interest right there. And you'll see that it's this picket fence, the posts are at different heights there. And I think I might even stitch across there. We'll see. I also stamped out this image of a puppy that I have. I thought he would be cute in front of the fence. And I colored him in with my Copic markers. And let's see, I've got to glue him on here. And I'm wondering if I should use pop-up dots. No, we'll just go ahead and do this. I'm trying to see basically how much area I need to glue to get him on there. That's pretty good. There we go. So that's my next set. Okay, so now I have my next set of dividers, and this is the one I want to use. It's a bunch of picnicking. There's a fox there. There's not picnic bench, but a picnic basket. There's a grill. So I just think these are adorable. And I had cut out another bear and sign. I wrote, "Will work for honey," on the sign. And there's the grass. That comes with the die set as well. So I'm looking at this. I also went on, I think it was Silhouette Design Store, And I ordered some of these. They're, hiking, camping badges, you know, like for scouts or something. And so I might want to use some of those. I'm not sure. I cut out some black squares. I designed this myself. It's a compass. I thought that was really good for outdoors. This is a file that I bought also from Silhouette. And I just cut out some of the word phrases, and I also cut out this silverware set that I had designed, and I'll give you the link to that. So I just have to look at this and figure out, you know, what I want to do. I also have a little piece of lace because I wasn't sure, but I think I like the blue with the blue here. I cut this one in half. Life with You is always a picnic, because I thought I might want to do it this way instead of like that. Then I like the picnic. Oh, and Fire Up the Grill I think will work well with all of this. Or Good Friends and Great Food would be good. Let's see if we did this like that somehow. But I want the picnic, basket to show. So maybe let's switch and see how this works. If I want to preserve that picnic basket there, see if I can somehow. Life with You is always a picnic. Can I somehow do this? That'll work. I just want to make sure that picnic basket's in the scene somehow. So let's get some glue out here. Okay, Life with You. And I'm just putting these at odd angles here. Is always a picnic. Okay, and Good Friends, Great Food. I'll put that on there too. I remember designing these and thinking, I'm not sure what I'll use these for, but now that I have this picnic theme, it seems perfect. Okay, so I like that. I like that the picnic basket is showing. You can actually see a lot of it right on that side too. Now let's scooch over to this one and see what I can do with this bear. Fire Up the Grill, Bring on the Sunshine. I'm not sure if I'm going to use both or either, but I do want to get that in there. Let's try this one. Well, I like the Fire Up the Grill one because it's like the bear wants to eat, but it's blending in so much with this green background. Let me see if I just do a little distressing on it. Would it pop out a little better, or should I just switch to this blue Bring on the Sunshine one? Because I really like the Fire Up the Grill. Let's see how that looks. There. And maybe, let me see. If I put a hiker in here, does that totally take away from... How about outdoor? Let's do the outdoor one. I like that a lot better. And I didn't get a perfect cut around there, so I'm going to do this to cover up some of my white spots there. That'll work. Okay. A little bit of dimension. I think I might use some pop-ups on this. And I guess I like the bear facing in toward the middle of the card, so let's keep him on that side and see if he's over here. It's like he's looking off the card. Don't care for that so much. And all done for those two.